Step 5. Gain a positive decision.
After you introduce our business and products to others, the next step is to determine whether they are open to learning more. For those who have an interest, your goal will be to take them through a logical, belief-building process to the point where they make a positive decision to join you in this business. The more effective you are at leading them through this process, the more people you will add to your team. Today, people do business with people they know, like, trust, and believe can help them with their needs. This business is about finding the right people who truly have a need or desire for the benefits offered by Jusuru and our products, and then working together in a win-win relationship.
3 tests for you.
Your success in getting positive decisions from your prospective IREPs will be primarily based on the following. 1. How successful you have been at building a relationship with them. 2. How effective you've been in identifying their needs and desires and helping them understand how our business and products can help them accomplish those things. And 3. How perceptive you've been at pinpointing what they need to know in order to make a positive decision and then providing them that information. If you follow these 3 simple principles, you will find that gaining a positive decision will be comfortable and uncomplicated.
5-step formula to gaining a positive decision.
This is a clear-cut and proven formula for gaining positive decisions that produces the best results. It's also a comfortable, time-efficient, and logical process.
Step 1. Strengthen relationships with prospective business partners and consumers.
What do you believe is the #1 factor in one's decision to start a business with our company? Is it Jusuru, our products, our training and support, or our company's management team? The answer is none of the above. It is you. If people don't feel a connection with you, it doesn't matter how good our business or product is, they just won't join it. This business is all about relationships. Building meaningful relationships is not only necessary for people to choose to work with you, but is also the glue that holds your business together.
Step 2. Identify people's reasons for considering your business and products.
Gaining a thorough understanding of your prospective team members' needs, you can develop your conversation to demonstrate how they can achieve their specific goals. If it is not obvious from your conversations why they are considering our business, ask a simple question like, "Terry, why would you consider doing a business such as this?" If it's not clear why they are considering our products, you could ask, "Barbara, do you know anyone who has joint problems, wants to look younger, or could use an additional income?" Encourage them to talk about their needs and desires that our business and products may help them address. Have them elaborate on each point and listen carefully. Often there's a list of reasons, and this is a great time to take note of their top reasons.
Example, Sue wants a college fund.
Suppose you have a prospect by the name of Sue who is considering starting her own business because she wants to start building a college fund for her 2 children. Now you know her #1 reason for looking at your business, because most of the time, the first reason people give is their top reason. Compliment her for going the extra mile to help ensure a good education for her teens. Then show an interest in her children by asking about them. She'll gladly share because, like all parents, she's proud of her children. After discussing the importance of saving money for her children's college fund, ask her what other goals she would like to accomplish by starting her own business. As she shares her key motivating factors one at a time, write them down. Be intentional about getting her to talk about these points in a way that gets her excited about them. The more passionate your prospects are about achieving the things that are important to them, the more likely they will be to join our business.
Step 3. Determine what your prospective business partners need to know about the business and products in order to make a decision.
By understanding exactly what a person needs to know in order to make a decision, you can then focus your time discussing those things rather than guessing what they need to know. Here are some possible questions to ask.
Pam, based on the information you have reviewed, what else do you think you need to know? Ron, based on the information you have reviewed thus far, what else do you need to know in order to make a decision as to whether this is something you would have an interest in pursuing?
When people tell you what else they need to know, understand there is often more than one item. As an example, if Ron said that he needs to know more about the company, ask,
Ron, other than learning more about the company, is there anything else you need to know?
If he says he would need to know more about the compensation plan, then say,
I would be very happy to help you understand any aspect of the compensation plan that is important to you. Ron, other than learning more about the company and the compensation plan, is there anything else on your mind that you feel you need to learn more about?
Then continue this process until you have identified each of the points that are important to him. Understanding the issues or obstacles in your prospect's mind will help you to address them. This exercise will also help you to be most productive with your time by talking about the points that will ultimately lead to a positive decision.
Step 4. Provide the information in a positive, helpful manner.
After learning what your prospective IREPs still think they need to know to make a decision, spend your time talking only about those points. Before addressing the points, make sure you're crystal clear on exactly what they really need to know. As an example, if Ron says he needs to know more about the company, then before going on about the company, ask him what he feels he needs to know about the company. By identifying exactly what he needs to know, you can then focus on addressing the specific point on his mind. After identifying all of their questions or concerns, go over each point one at a time. As you go through each point and before moving on, ask if your response answered their question. Once you have addressed a point to their satisfaction, continue until each point has been discussed to their satisfaction. If you don't know the answer to a question, simply say,
I don't know the answer to that specific question, but if it is important to you, I would be happy to get you the answer.
Often he or she will respond and say they were just curious. However, if the answer is important, then use this as an opportunity to arrange a three-way call with a member of your sponsorship team. Remember, in all your conversations, focus on what is important to your prospects. Try to avoid talking about yourself. This is not about you, it's about them.
Step 5. Ask for a decision.
When you're successful in building your prospects' belief and confidence in our business and in their ability to succeed, they will generally be ready to get started. Sometimes they will tell you they're ready to get started. Sometimes you will need to ask for the decision. When asking for a decision, be sensitive and perceptive. Be aware of the signals your prospect is sending you. If you sense someone is not prepared to make a decision, don't push it. Nobody likes to be pressured. When people are not ready to make a decision, something is holding them back, and you need to identify what it is. On the other hand, if you're talking with someone who is positive about your business and products, you need to ask for a decision. Here are a couple questions you can ask people who are interested.
Sue, now that we have talked about each of the things you wanted to learn more about, would you like to know your next step?
John, based on the information you have reviewed to this point, is there anything else you need to know before I explain to you how to get started?
When your prospect is ready to learn the actual steps to getting started, walk him or her through the process and the cost to get started. Get your new team members started in the business and on the products the same way you did. Explain a little about getting started and ask for the final decision. Here are some simple examples of what you could say.
Mark, I'm really looking forward to working with you. I feel that we can build a successful business together. I understand your goals and I believe that we can accomplish them by working together. In fact, I would really enjoy helping you achieve them. Is there anything else you need to know before we get started? Or are you ready to go? Judy, I'm so glad you've taken the time to look at our product. It's changed my life and I'm confident that it will make a difference in yours. Would you like to know the steps to getting started? Tara, we've got a great team of people who are going to be very supportive and helpful to you. I'm confident that together we can help you accomplish your goals. Is there anything else you think you need to know, or are you ready to get started? Peter, I really think we could have a lot of fun building this business together. If we were to team up together, what would you expect from me as your sponsor?
If you're comfortable with his response, reach out and shake his hand and say, "You can count on me. I look forward to working with you." If he responds by saying he is looking forward to working with you, you can safely assume he is ready to get started. When asking for a decision, if you sense some hesitation, you might ask,
Mark, I can tell you're excited, but at the same time, I sense there is something holding you back. Is there still something unresolved in your mind?
Some people will be reluctant to share what's holding them back. It may be they are questioning whether they will have adequate time available. It may be they're questioning whether they think they can really be successful. They may be wondering how supportive their spouse is going to be. It could be any one of several different reasons that have nothing to do with you or our business or products. In this case, carefully identify what it is so that you can discuss it with them. As an example, when people question their own skills and abilities, they generally won't volunteer this information. However, if you treat them like a friend and ask them what's on their mind, they will generally tell you what's holding them back. By taking your time to learn more about their hidden concerns, you will often be able to help them work through whatever it is that is holding them back.
The 30-second survey.
Another effective option in the process of gaining a positive decision is the 30-second survey. After a belief-building session as outlined in Step 4, you could tell your prospect,
Bob, the reason that we're having so much success is that when people see this, they generally see themselves in one of 3 categories.
Then read the following categories and ask your prospect which category best describes them. 1. Wholesale member. Desires to improve joint health, skin, appearance, and overall health while receiving the product at wholesale. 2. Product advocate. Desires all the product's health advantages and by occasionally sharing it with others, effectively lowers the cost below wholesale. This person would typically enroll as a wholesale member. However, they may opt to receive a success kit and/or information about 3 for free. Or 3. Business builder. Desires the health benefits and the financial advantages of supplemental income. If they select category number 3, then ask, which things are important to you? Private schooling, a college education fund, vacations and travel, a retirement fund, to not work as many hours, financial independence by creating long-term residual income, or something else. Next, shake hands and say, thank you for joining us. To which address would you like to receive your product?
Build belief.
If you are not successful in gaining positive decisions for any reason, continue to build the individual's belief in themselves and in your business and products. Remember, our 3 for Free program is the perfect segue for someone who is intrigued by the product, but is definitely not looking to build a business. If you have completed the first 5 steps to gaining a positive decision, but yet your prospects are still not ready to get started, continue to build their belief until such time as they are comfortable making a decision. Use the 10 belief-building options highlighted in the previous step, Determine Interest, and lead the process always knowing your next step.
Wrap up.
One main reason stands between the prospects on your list and their long-term success in our business: the belief that the time they spend in eager pursuit of our business, utilizing the strategies and principles taught, will cause them to get more than they might get by directing those hours in any other business effort. That's your job. The Jusuru business model is unique because anyone can build a successful business that they will apply themselves and commit to growing and developing each day. Work your business diligently over the next 3 to 5 years, focusing on constant and never-ending improvement, and you can enjoy a quality of life that very few people are fortunate enough to enjoy. Step 6, Get Your New IREP Started, will teach you how to get your new IREP started correctly. Congratulations on completing the 5th lesson in this training program.